So let's see what we open up with. Looks like the month opens with a little bit of social interaction. Three of Cups is celebration, festivities, being surrounded with like-minded people. Sometimes it can show just going to parties or being surrounded with people that you love and who love you. Three of Cups is, it's just people surrounding you who you recognize as your clan or your tribe or your friends and family, the kindred spirits. So I love this card. I love the imagery in this card. I think it's such a beautiful card. And in the Rider-Waite, there's three women who are holding up cups and dancing. So it might just be a festive time for you at the beginning of May, Capricorn. Time to surround yourself with your friends. It might even just be like time to party with your friends. Time to celebrate something. Celebrating summer. I'm even getting on this first day of May. They look like they're dressed up in garb for Beltane, where you do the maypole with the ribbons. So it might just be like celebration of summer being here. That's kind of what I'm getting for you, Capricorn. You're an earth sign and you are grounded, so you're actually very connected to the earth and its rhythms. So just find some time to celebrate with some friends. Celebrating the summer coming up. Because there is some way in which I see you as feeling like a little unbalanced. When Temperance is in reverse, that can be feeling unbalanced, feeling like a little out of sorts. And I get the sense that your friendships, your social circle can help you with that, Capricorn. If you're feeling like you're not having your peace right now, that you're not able to even have like a creative instinct. Normally, Temperance brings two elements together and synthesizes those. We see the three-sided triangle on Temperance's chest there. And so sometimes it's considered art or synthesis, alchemy, bringing the alchemical interaction between two different things, and then it results in a third creative essence coming forth. If you feel like you can't figure out, you're just stuck or something like that, because in reverse, this is not having peace. This is not finding the middle path. It's not having access to serenity. Call on your friends, because they're there to support. This is like your cheering section, Capricorn. So, even this could even just be your social followers, or this could be your family, or just close friends. So call on your whatever you view as your community. That's going to help you get out of any funk or feeling stuck, feeling not at peace right now. Because there is something new that's coming to you, and I see it as involving money, Capricorn. Both of these cards, if you look at both of these cards, they're both coin cards. This is Ace of Coins, and this is Page of Coins. Ace of Coins means it's a new beginning. So aces are always beginnings. And Ace of Coins is like new money coming to you, new lifestyle, new job. Sometimes this can be new home because it is something in the physical realm. Even like a new health. And Page of Coins is someone who holds up that coin, a young person who symbolizes willingness and optimism. And, just an open mind and an open heart towards receiving something of value, whether that's monetary value or, physical value, or if it's more abstract as receiving something of value from the universe. Could even just be, like I said, lifestyle. But because this represents you, Capricorn, because it's an earth sign, Page of Coins is the younger part of you. So I'm even going to say this may be some childhood beliefs regarding money. The world wants to hand it to you, but there's some young part of you, Capricorn, that is looking away and is not in a place of receiving. Because Page represents willingness and optimism and, excitement and motivation, there's something about you that has fears, doubts, resistance. I'm even going to say like maybe poverty mentality, or not feeling like you're worthy to receive what this world wants to give to you. I'm actually wondering with these two cards popping up, are you saying, is it possible could, I don't think it's possible. Couldn't be possible that the world just wants to rain coins down onto me. I don't know if I'm ready to receive it, is what he says in the reverse position. So Capricorn, I'm going to ask you, is there some young part of you that is maybe from childhood that is blocking you from receiving or feeling worthy to receive what the world wants to give to you? Just a question, because this is like a portal for you to walk through. This garden, it's offering you, a new garden full of blooming flowers and money along with it. Are you ready to receive that? That's something to work out in the beginning of May, Capricorn, because I see a little bit out of sorts regarding receiving new money. Talk to your friends about it or celebrate, because it's almost like good things are happening, but I don't know if you're feeling a little stuck or something. So again, just celebrate. Maybe go out and whatever summer feels like to you, go do that, because it might help you break out of this stuckness or feeling not at peace, and really consider, being willing to receive. Consider your own value. And ask yourself if this is something left over from childhood, because I'm getting young earth sign here, that's looking away from the money. Maybe it's old stories related to money, but there's money showing up for you. So new job, new lifestyle, new house, new home, new money in your wallet, that the universe wants to give to you. Be willing to walk through this portal, because this card says, I don't know if I'm willing. I don't know if I'm worthy. In the middle of the month, Capricorn, it looks like you might have been planning on a trip. I don't know if it's going to happen, or you're having a hard time recovering or healing from something. This card is Six of Swords, which represents healing. I've heard it also called science. And it usually, to me, it also can mean recovery from something. I always say it's going from stormy seas to smoother horizons. And it usually depicts travel in some way or another. It can be feeling rescued. In this card, we have the image of a person who is rescuing a mother and a child. So you may identify with the person who's doing the rescuing, or the person who's being rescued, or both. It could be you rescuing yourself. However, in the reverse position, it's saying you're having a hard time recovering from something, a hard time with, travel may be blocked right now, especially with this Mercury retrograde that's going on. If you had travel plans, this might just be like they're going haywire in the middle of the month, or you're not able to get out of the stormy seas as quickly as you thought you were going to be. You aren't able to actually access the other horizons. There's a number of different ways that this card can be interpreted, but I'm seeing that you may need to call upon counsel from an authority figure, or it's possible that someone who is an authority figure is saying, right now is just not the time to travel, or right now you just don't have the luxury to go where you want to go. It's this guy, Emperor, he lays down the law, and he is authority, and he's about rules, regulations, boundaries. He's the head of an army. This could also be father energy. So father figure or grandfather, authority, landlord, boss, all that sort of male authority energy is Emperor. And that also applies to rules, laws, regulations, strictures and boundaries. So there might just be something where he's saying, it's really not wise to go traveling right now. Or if you travel, you may not recover from whatever you may need to do a little bit more healing before you can go travel. So listen to what he has to say. He's actually got good advice for you in May, Capricorn, or it's possible you may identify with, this is the wise part of yourself saying, yeah, I would like to go to another country right now, but I just need to heal or recover a little bit more before I can do that. But I do see in the middle of May, you feeling very satisfied. This is Nine of Cups. So this is a sensual card. It's a card of food and drink, of wine and buffet, and feeling like satiating, feeling emotionally full and satisfied. This is a great card of pleasure. So even though you may need to be austere about travel or about somewhere that you want to go, you might just be satisfied staying. You might discover that you're satisfied staying at home, or there's a lot of pleasure available to you in the middle of the month if you listen to what Emperor has to say. If you stay within the guidelines or the strictures, the boundaries, if you follow the rules kind of thing, in the middle of May, you might find that you're actually quite satisfied. You're actually quite filled up. So this is a nice card to show up for you. And Nine of Cups can also mean the ending of something. Because 9 is a completion number, it may be like, okay, that was a good dinner I had. I'm ready to move on now. I feel full. I feel complete. In some ways, this is a card of recovery, needing to heal from something. This card says, okay, I feel full now. It's sort of like that satisfied feeling of having eaten a good meal or having healed from something. If you were afflicted in any way, this may mean that you are recovered from that. And then there's a cycle that's ending. Time is changing things. This card is wheel, means that the hand of time is moving things. So whoever's on the top will be on the bottom. Whoever's on the bottom will be on the top. This means tables are turning. The seasons are marching on. We're just switching into summer now. But this also, it's funny enough, I'm kind of getting the sense like you just can't wait for summer. You can't wait. If those of you who are in school right now, I'm really getting a sense of senioritis. Like you felt like, okay, I'm complete. I'm ready to be done. I'm full. This is a 9 card. I'm ready to wrap this up. I'm ready for summer. And for those of you who are doing other projects or working on other things, I get the sense you might be really ready to go outside. And when the wheel is in reverse, it means it can't happen fast enough for you. The wheel is turning, time is changing, the season's coming, but I get the sense that it's not happening fast enough for some of you. So see if you can, just acknowledge that, or see what the wheel is bringing for you, because sometimes it can mean a change in luck too. If things have been going poorly, it can mean that things are turning around. So that's chance or wheel card. Time is changing. It also can be a time when things unlock for you. In the Rider-Waite, it shows the 4 directions of the zodiac. So it can mean that all things are finally coming together. If things haven't been coming together in the past, it might mean that you're finally getting filled up. What you've been waiting for is finally coming together. It's just not coming together as quickly as you might like it. And one other thing with these 2 cards together, one other meaning that I want to be sure to share with you is that be careful of not becoming too smug or too cocky. This card, 9 of Cups, can sometimes show up as like, I know everything. I'm full of all, it's almost like what do they call it? Something like being disgustingly full of wealth, or an embarrassment of riches. That's kind of what I was looking for here, where this person becomes very smug. And be careful that, these are kings and queens on the top who are drinking. Be careful that you're not falling off the wheel of time from being too excessive. So I'm going to say that. Don't be too excessive, especially if there's anything to do with drinking. Be careful about this, because both of these cards talk about that, having too much. So be careful that you don't become overly smug, or that you don't drink too much. Don't be excessive towards the middle of May, Capricorn. It may turn you off this wheel, so just be aware of that. Towards the end of the month, Capricorn, I see you as nine of coins here. This is an earth card because it's got the coins, it's got the earth, pentacles here. And this is a card of enjoying the wealth that you've brought to yourself. It's a card of having had self-discipline. And you can see in this card that this woman is enjoying all the splendors of wealth around her. She's eating grapes. She's got her neck draped in these golden coins. She's got a jeweled turban on. She's wearing purple robes, which signify luxury. I often call this card luxury. And with it in the reverse position, you actually have a lot of things that you've brought to yourself, values. Now, whether it's monetary value, like a savings, or whether it's things that you've learned, I question, are you enjoying all the things that your discipline has brought to you? So you have actually gained a lot of riches through your own self-discipline, but are you enjoying those? You may have a lot of grapes on the table, in other words, but are you actually savoring them? Are you acknowledging the riches that you've brought to yourself? In this card, because it means luxury in the upright position, in the reverse position, sometimes it can mean poverty or not acknowledging the richness that you have. I like it. I always say that when the card shows up, that influence is present. So I'm going to say you do have luxury, you do have riches, but you may not be enjoying them, experiencing them, or acknowledging them. And I'd like you to, at the end of the month, Capricorn, to acknowledge, maybe even write down what riches you have. You may need to work on some gratitude for the things that you've brought to yourself through your own discipline and hard work. Here, also at the end of the month, is, there's some nice cups energy. If you can see between this is definitely message of love. This card, Page of Cups, I often read that as infatuation, willingness towards love. Cups represent heart energy or love energy. So this is being open and willing about love. It can also be a water sign. So this could be Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Same with this one, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. So there may be a water sign showing up for you at the end of the month who is a love interest. Or it can also be that Knight of Cups is a message of love, and this is being open to the message of love. So if someone is handing you their heart, be open to that, Capricorn, at the end of the month. Or if you're in a partnership, you may actually get a declaration of love from your partner, or be willing to receive that message of love. Knight of Cups, he's in the garb and the armor of Mercury or Hermes, who is the messenger god, and he's carrying this cup, which represents emotion, wearing your heart on your sleeve. So this could either be you, Capricorn, or someone giving you a message of love, or a message of love that you have for someone else that you're infatuated with. There's a number of ways this could be read, but what I'm really seeing is these two figures who are looking at each other kind of longingly, both with these cups. Their hearts are right out there in front. So if you haven't shared your feelings for someone, or if these feelings are coming up, really notice towards the end of the month of May, Capricorn, you've got sharing a message of love. And this is when it's sharing a message of love, this is receiving a message of love. So which one of those are you? Or is it both? Or is it related to someone who's a water sign? Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. So these are some very sweet cards. And there's passion here with all this red. There's some nice things. Make sure that you share some sort of message of love, or be open to it. Even infatuation is showing up. This is really fun love energy. And then towards the end of the month, I'm seeing that you're needing to move on from something, but you're afraid to move on from it. Something's wrapping up for you in May. You may be leaving a household. You may be leaving a job. You may be leaving a project may be wrapping up, or something. It's not quite complete, but you're ready to move on from it. And I'm noticing in the reverse position that it's saying that you're kind of fearful about moving on from it. I think, around the time of the next new moon in June might be the time to actually leave. But towards the end of the month, there's something that you're weary of. There's something that you're like, I'm just tired of doing it this way. I'm tired of, I feel weary. I feel like I need to move on from this. So this could be job, household, relationship, project, anything that you've put some time into over the past 8 months, or the 8 weeks, or even 8 years, or 8 days. I get the sense you're going to be ready to move on from this. And I think that during the new moon in June is going to be the time for you to do that. Don't be afraid to move on.